welcome back to the channel. If this is the first time being here, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Um, Hit that like button if you like these videos. And if you can't stand the way I'm going to trigger you, then go ahead and hit that unsubscribe button. Hit that thumbs down button. Tell me why you don't like them. Tell me why you do like them. Share it with other people. So today, I'm going to talk to you about why you must break some of the rules in order to get what you want. Rules, not law. See, this is actually one of Schwarzenegger's 6 rules for success. This is number 2 on his list. His first one was have a very clear vision of where you want to go. And the second one is break some of the rules. And in his own words, we have so many rules about everything. He said he never got anywhere in life by not breaking some of the rules. And that's true. If you look around, society has rules. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to go to school. You need to get a job. You need to get married. You need to have that white picket fence house. You need to have 5 children. And then you need to work diligently and loyally to your employer, who will not return the favor. For the best parts of your life, and then hopefully you can retire and then actually live the life you should have lived when you were 20. Wow, that stinks. Actually, that's a sucky trade. Or you go into a job and they're like, oh, you need to give all your good ideas to your immediate supervisor so that they can pass them off as their own to the upper management and get their own promotions. Wait, what? Yeah, those are rules. You can't go beyond your chain, your direct chain of command. The hell told me I can't talk to who I want to talk to? Why the hell should I listen to that? You see, these are rules that I've consistently seen need to be broken. These are rules put in place to keep you in place. So, examine the structure, examine where you want to go. And then if there's a rule that's in your way, weigh it out. What would happen if I broke it and got caught? What would happen if I don't break it? Can I advance without breaking it? Is it worth breaking? If this thing is really standing in your way, fucking break that rule. Screw that rule and screw the people who think they're going to put you in place. By telling you, you can't do this or you can't do that. The hell with what they say. You can do it, and you can do it right now. And if they don't like it, tough. To hell with it. What are they going to do? Throw you in jail? We're talking rules here. We're not talking laws. See, law is like a rule with a backing up of extreme punishment. A rule is more like a mini law of an organization, basically trying to control your behavior. Now, their retaliatory mechanisms are nowhere near what, say, the law has to use. You see, your employer can't just throw you in jail because you spoke out against them. It can't. You went in there and you expressed yourself. They can't throw you in jail. They can't set you up for high treason or any of that nonsense. They can disagree with you and then be royal jerks about it and maybe even fire you. But you have to weigh it out. Sometimes for many people, getting fired from one job has been the best thing that ever happened to them. Because if you get too complacent in one place, you never grow. And there's many stories of people who actually got fired from jobs, turned around and built empires and came back and bought those jobs out anyway and probably fired their old boss. You see, if you go ahead and you have your clear vision, you know where you want to go, and you're going to pursue it, regardless of what people may say, regardless of what society may think, or what rules they say are in place to try and keep you in place. And you just break the rules as you need to break them. You push aside any opposition. You just keep going forward. You are going to be the inspiration. You are going to rise and rise and rise. See, an organization, I see this all the time. If people betting on promotions, why? I mean, I understand a promotion is like a validation in a way. It's like, oh, I've been elevated above my peers. I feel so worthy. Well, this is not true, actually. But you see, in organizations, there's only so far you can go up because every level you go up, there's still another person above you, and how are you going to rise again and again and again and again? You have to keep proving yourself, improving yourself, improving yourself, improving yourself over and over and over again. And let's look at around. People work like dogs in these organizations. They work stupid amounts of hours. They work at home. They work during their lunches. They're working all the damn time. On and on it goes to try and prove themselves. What if you took even half that effort for yourself? You would be so far above that promotion that you've been seeking. What if you took your passion and put half of the effort you use at work towards it to monetize it? I mean, remember Bob Ross? Some of us are old enough to remember it, but the guy who used to sit on like TV and paint portraits. Yeah, like we'd watch him on TV painting portraits. He loved to paint. He's really good at it too. He used to paint these amazing landscape portraits all the time, and people would tune in to watch him. That's monetizing your passion. He loves to paint. He found a way to get paid to paint. And it's the reason we still know his freaking name today. Does anyone know your name outside your immediate circle? Does anyone know my name? I'm not betting on it, and that's okay. I'm not worried about being promoted in an organization. You know, it's better if I forge my own way anyway. You know, spending a decade in different organizations trying to be accepted. You know, when quit my last job, I couldn't get a raise. No one really could. They didn't want to pay it. You know, how are you in the same boat? I bet you are. But and by jumping out of that job, I took a couple months off just because I could. But when I went to the next job, I went from making a measly 11 at the time because I couldn't get any more with those guys. And when I went to the next job, I had new options. I had 16 and 15. I actually chose the lower wage because it seemed to have the bigger benefits as far as what it personally could do for me. Not like, you know, financially, not, you know, benefits as in the form of like health care and all that stuff, but actually personally I weighed those benefits more than anything. And I decided to go with that route. So, and I chose that one. And it's been a good choice. Now, will I grow out of that? You bet I will. I already am. I've already noticed that I've grown a lot while there, and I'm actually growing out of it. I could see the ceiling already. I've seen it for a long time. And I'm not betting on no promotions or anything like that. If they happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't. At some point, I'm going to leave anyway. I mean, it's a given. So I'm not worried about, like, you know, getting promotions. I'm not going to sit in an organization, wait 10 years of my freaking life to prove myself to some person I don't even care about. You know, for what? Couple dollar raise? I got a couple dollar raise by jumping organizations. No one could stop me from doing so. I got, you know, I waited 3 years at one place and got nothing. I mean, it was like pulling teeth to get even a 10 cents from those people. I jumped ship and went up $4 an hour. Just like that. Well, why didn't I do that before? It was so much easier to do it that way than trying to prove myself to these people I don't care about. So much easier. So much more rewarding. So much quicker. Wait years and hope, or jump ship and get now. And I actually was answering to a man in my previous job that 12 freaking years he'd been trying to prove himself to these damn people. 12 years. And he finally got the position that he wanted, and they screwed him on pay, of course, because that's what they do. He worked his butt off every single day. He practically lived there, trying to prove himself, trying to prove himself, trying to prove himself. 12 years to get this opportunity. I make as much as him by jumping ship, and I have far less stress. And by the way, he lost that job anyway, because they used him as a scapegoat. You know, it wasn't even his fault, but they used him as a scapegoat because that's how much it shows you how much they gave a damn about him. He dedicated 12 years, and when he's literally, who was my boss at the time, he's literally bursting into freaking tears in the hallway because the reality of it slapping him in the face as they basically, you know, blame him for freaking everything and muscling him out. You know, I didn't get along with the guy, but at the moment I felt so freaking sorry for him because 12 years that he'll never get back. I spent 3 years there that I'll never get back. I spent many years other places that I'll never get back. So what are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do today? Are you ever going to get that time back? No, you're not. Choose yourself now. You have to choose yourself now. Because if you don't, you will be an instrument for somebody else. Either you've blazed your own trail, or you're just going to be someone who helps someone else blaze their own trail. And don't assume that they're going to take care of you. That if you assume that, I'm sorry, you're going to be like that guy. Maybe you wait 10 years, 20 years, and then it comes crashing in your face where it's like, they really never cared about me at all. And then all those decades or years that you wasted doing that stuff, you're never going to get them back. No matter how much you regret later on what, catering to other people, catering to your bosses, listening to these damn rules everywhere. You must do this, you must do that. You know what I must do? I must do something for me. I don't need to do this for you or give you my ideas or, share these things to help you. Help you, for instance, like I'm talking on a boss, like a organization. Why should I give you these recommendations that are like, if I sold this recommendation, it's worth a huge amount of money, but you're just gonna take it, and if you use it or not, and then slap your own name on it. Why the hell should I do that? Oh, because I'm required to? Screw you. I mean, I'm not required to do anything but what I choose to do. I don't have to give you any ideas. I have to give you any like stuff I can use for myself. And I know sure as hell don't have to give you decades of my life hoping on a pipe dream, because those days of companies taking care of their employees, they're over. They're long over. I used to watch that all the time. 20 freaking years, 30 years. And you know where they ended up? They ended up in a room in the corner, getting a pink slip. No severance, just fired. They do not care about you. And if you haven't seen that yet, just take a look around. Look at people in similar positions. Did they stand by that person? Did they, go out of their way to help that person? I doubt it. Remember, the term human resource means that the people are a resource, not a asset. A resource. They may say they're assets, but look how they're treated. Look at the actual day-to-day stuff. You're going to see a whole different story. What someone says is one thing. What someone does is a completely different thing. Always go with what they do. What they say, talk's cheap. It really is. Look at what they do. That will tell you the truth. So go out there, break some rules if you need to break them. Do not let rules stand in your way. Push them aside, break them. If someone doesn't like it, tough. Because are you going to be answering to them at the end of the day or yourself? It's yourself always. If they don't like you, to hell with them. If they like you, awesome. Maybe they can join your bandwagon. Alright? Remember, break some rules, be yourself. Comment down below. Tell us how you've broken some rules to get ahead. And I'm saying these are for you if you want to share them. If they're like something that's really, maybe actually could get serious trouble, say a law, don't even comment it. Don't put yourself out there like that. But if it's just a rule, let us know. Inspire another person. Tell us how you have done this. It's, let us know how it could be done. Do for yourself. Tell us below, how have you broken the rules? How have you advanced yourself? How have these videos helped you? How have they not helped you? Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me? Do you not give a damn? That's cool. Hit the like button you like it, hit the subscribe button you want to hear more, or not. It's all completely up to you. And see you on the next video.